these guys just about ready to get underway with qualifications here from Nashville Super Speedway. It's the Pricks of Pavement coming your way here in just a few short moments. How's it going, Bill? Hopefully you had a great Father's Day out there. Hopefully everybody tuning in did as well. If you're a dad out there changing the world for these kids for the better, thank you. And happy Father's Day to you. If you're a deadbeat, this ain't the day for you. Happy Father's Day to all you good dads out there watching, tuning in, cheering on maybe your little boys, your little girls here.
Like
we go. 100 laps. Nashville Super Speedway, we just saw. Well, I'm going to give away a NASCAR, so if you didn't want to hear it, close your ears now. I'm going to give it away in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We just saw Kyle Larson take that Nashville Super Speedway win. First one back in a while. I want to say since, 2012 there. So it's awesome to see a NASCAR track that is revived and back into the circuits now. And we'll see Chris Downing, Jared Mogard lead the field into the madness tonight with the Pricks of Pavement. It's going to be a good one. Hey, Taylor, you got a copy? 007 stands for 0 wins, 0 notable finishes, and 7 DNFs. Is that correct?
That's for the other gentry, but yeah, I guess you could say that. Mine's just,
I saw that today with Matt
zeros.
Constant. I had to say it was perfect for you to be in that. What a run, though. 3rd place here. Good luck today at the new / old Nashville Super Speedway, fellas.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tommy.
And there goes the pace car. The Herman Munster, Chris Downing. The Herman Munster. Yeah, there's his nickname. We finally found it. The Herman Munster gets it going. Out in the front, that 8 machine pulls away from Jared Mogard in that 421 as of now. Let's see if he can hold out there. They're going to slow him up. Gonna slow him up. Let's see what happened. Let's see where the madness unfolded here early in this one. As we had a whoopsie. The 24 gets sent around. That was the Wood from the West. 10 machine shifts to the low side. He just comes up and gives it to him. Feeds him the beans. Into the 57 and the 95, the 53, the 99, the 4, the 05, the 04. Whoo! What a run. Let's see if they can get this situated and get something going. And away goes the pace car. These guys going to be back underway with the green flag action now. Flag drops down. He gets jump out to the front. 421, a Mogard going to challenge that 007 to Taylor Gentry early. He gets down there. Kyle McCoy in that 7 machine. He's down battling the 007. They've got the 86 of Wheezy up to the top side. They make contact. The 7 saves it. He's falling. He's falling. He's going to keep it there, though. Back there a little bit. Side by side, Ross Tatum, Taylor Gentry right behind him. You got the 5 machine of Matthew Baker as well. Works out here at the 1.3, I believe, mile track. I believe it's a 1 1/3. Five machine. He's down to the low side of the 007. Da 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 da. Da da da. The 5 going around. Da 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 da. There he goes. Heads on by him. There's an F1 flyer. He's getting it done. Jonathan Allen putting it on. Gino, he told me to give you a hassle tonight. I can't give Gino a hassle. Gino's my guy. Gino's my guy. My guy, Gino. We got a caution here. Let's see what happened. The 37, we're side by side. Whoa! Well, actually, before that, let's see. The 95, the 24. Oh, the 95 sends them around. Whoopsie! 37 gets into him into the 4, into the wall. And back under caution here at Nashville. We're going to ask Downing if that, in fact... Are you actually from a place called Herman? Mr. Downing. Mr. Downing. Are you actually from a place called Herman? from now on, you will be known as the Herman Monster. Thank you very much, sir. That's all I needed to know. The Herman Monster is up in front right now. Who's cheering on the Herman Monster right now? I know we got some fans for the Herman Monster. I'm a Notre Dame fan, y'all. Y'all need to relax there. No, I'm joking. I like South Carolina. Is that where y'all are from? I vacation just south of Charleston every year almost. I love it down there. A little place called Key Island. It's like paradise. There goes the pace car, and here we go! Green flag flies. It's in the air. That was a little early. Now we're good. Down and getting a good jump up in the front. The Herman Monster taking it out there. Let's see what these guys got behind them as they will try to hold on to the monster himself in the front. That was Tyler Gentry. I could have swore that said Taylor Gentry earlier, so I apologize to you. Taylor's in the 000, the 00 machine. So I do apologize there. It gets everybody. Tyler Gentry in the 007. No disrespect to Tyler, all meant towards Taylor there. These guys getting close throughout. Let's see what's picking up through the field right now is Bustler up to the top side. Let's look at Taylor Gentry now up to the top side of that 42 machine of Mr. Kibbe. You guys are really very close there. Is that close to the Charleston? You guys familiar with Key Island at all? Butterfinger. Crispity, crunchy, buttery. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. That is my favorite candy right there. Look at that 10 machine throwing it around in style. That's Mr. Jonathan Woods. Trying to make it happen. A little early incident. Found him a little misfortune. Now he's pulling back up through the field. Downing, however, just about a half second. Under a half second lead on Bogart. Let's take a ride with third place Matt Baker. What this vehicle like here? got you. I got you. You guys had it. What's a South Carolina dish I must eat this year when I go? Give me a little insight here to the land of real milk and honey. That's God's land down there. That's beautiful country down in South Carolina. I'm cheering more for Mr. Hallett. More and more we find out about him here. Looking at that mainly Money Pits custom junk. Number 8 machine out in front. Herman Munster. The Herman Monster, I should say. Putting it out there. Mogard still right there about that 0.3 to 0.5 range. Sailing high. Woo! The 7 of Kyle McCoy there gets awfully close on the exit of that turn. He's going to have to lose a little bit of momentum. That's going to stack up somewhere, and they go side by side through the corner. And when I say side by side, I mean side by side. Looking like the 10 of Woods was going to pitch it 3 wide there. He thinks differently. He holds back, and he falls back behind the number 7. They keep it going, keep it steady. Here goes the 10 machine as the 7 hits around the 64. He is clear. Now that 10 machine of Jonathan Woods is going to try to put it around John Etheridge for position. Etheridge again taking him tight down to that low side. Trying to make him run it. If you're going to get around him, you're going to get around him. You're going to have to dig. Oh, I love this shit. Shrimp and grits. Oh, get me hungry. Between the Butterfinger, shrimp and grits, so that's a good meal. You eat your Butterfinger after the shrimp and grits, you're full. You don't need anything else. I've said this many times here on CWTV. You know what's better than a Butterfinger? Butterfinger BB. They don't have them anymore. This is my call for Jonathan Woods to make a Butterfinger BBs like the old Simpsons commercials. And Butterfinger BBs. I love it. That was the perfect mix. Austin Anderson trying to make some magic happen in front of that 1 machine at the moment of Mr. Campbell. And he's got Randy Cornwell out ahead of him. He's out there, he's pushing, and he's keeping ahead of Austin Anderson at the moment. Downing extending that lead. Almost hitting that 1 second mark. Ross Tatum not too far behind Mr. Matt Baker. Got a caution. Whoa, baby! Oh! And then that was a 20 of Bustler and the 42 of Kibbe. Get into it there. Around goes the 42. And we're back to caution here. It is lap 28 of 100. And Nashville, guys, thanks so much for tuning in here tonight with the Pricks of Pavement Cup Series. We'll see what they're going to do. They're going to bring it in? They're going to bring it in? I will have to check that out. And yes, that is by far the best Downing has ever looked. That is the Herman Monster himself, the Herman Monster. And it looks like we got a new leader here. Stayed out in the pack there. Randy Cornwell, Mr. Corn Cob himself. He's got 31 lap old tires. Let's see if that works in his favor. I'll go to Mount Pleasant and I'll scream on the top of that mountain. I'll say, Gino! There's the green flag. Cornwell gets a decent jump out there for having those huge sets of tires behind him. Matthew Baker, Jared Mogard digging for that second place spot. Downing going to take to that low side quick on the 5 of Baker. And they very quickly catch the 22 of Cornwell. 421 of Mogard gets a little loose there in the corner, and he's down to the low side now of your leader, Mr. Cornwell himself. 3 wide now as Cornwell gets a little loosey-goosey off the throttle there. Downing now sticking to that low side. He's going to peek it out in front of the 5, and now he is cleanly into second place. Now the 23A of Austin Anderson giving his run at it. Going at the 5. Can he make it happen? Here we got a battle for 5th place as Kyle McCoy takes it to the low side of Ken Campbell. Campbell showing he can be good here tonight. Look at this. We got a battle for the front spot as Downing going to get to the backside of the 421 of Jared Mogard. Going to get up under him and they're going to make a run on that 421 machine. I'm terribly sorry about that. Got that? The 8 machine can't get it done just yet. And the 421 of Mogard going to take that lap. And the 8 of Downing going to have to file behind Mogard now. The backside of that 421 machine, you can see Rockman coming. He wants in there bad. Hashtag custom junk. Check them out, guys. They just did some great things for the community themselves, and mainly Money Pits. I believe they were together on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. I think they did a great duty there. And they go the 8 machine. Chris Downing getting to the low side of the 421, but still not able to get out ahead. Back behind Downing, you got the 5 and the 23A of Austin Anderson. They're going at it. Can Austin get around Matthew Baker and put himself back in line in that preferred line? He does. Downing again giving a little pressure to the backside of the 421. It looks like, oh, there it is. Gives him the bump and run. Put up to the top side, baby. Let's go. And Downing gets it ahead. 421 of Mogard now in second place. Getting the battle now from the 23A of Austin Anderson. Jonathan Woods, Jonathan Hallett battling it out right now. The 10 machine of the Butterfinger goodness has that Flintstone F1 Flyer. Up to his top side. Gets a little loose with Wheezy behind him. Wheezy's going to go to that low side now, but I will give the man some credit here. Flintstone Flyer, he is patient. He'll work his way through the field. You can't count him out until the end of the race. 23A of Austin Anderson working to the low side, back again with that 421. Really looks like that middle lane where Mogard is able to get just a little more boost off of the exits. Jacob Keys cheering on Motorsports. 421 now battling with Kyle McCoy. It seems like that 421 starting to fall back slowly. He's able to find his spot now in that third place. See if he can't get a run back to the 23A's backside now. Make something work around. Not a huge gap between the field top 20, just 12 seconds between each other. So, 12 seconds, it seems like an eternity in racing, but when you put in, 20 cars, that's pretty solid. These guys aren't falling away. They're not getting off a line here too far. Go back here to Ken Campbell, Jonathan Woods, Tyler Gentry, Jay Weezy, Etheridge, Mr. Hallett. Got a good little group of these guys coming together here in the midfield. They go to the low side of the 10 machine of Jonathan Woods. That's Tyler Gentry going at Ken Campbell's backside. He's eating it up. Good. There you go. He said something. You prep. I'm not even going to try that. Pepperidge Farm. Woo. Oh, that was a little tough. It was a little tough. Etheridge working. Oh, Wheezy off the wall! Is he gonna save it? Nope. Let's go back. Let's see. Did anybody? Nope. Wheezy was the first one. He gave John a little tap then, and I think that sent him around. He tried to save it, couldn't get it. He fought the wall, and the wall won. Now that 86 machine has a long way around to the pits. And we're back under caution here, just about halfway with it, lap 45 of 100. green flag is out. We are back underway. Downing gets another good start out in the front here. Anderson under the 421 of Mogard. The 5 of Baker is riding that rear bumper of Anderson. And he get around them as the 23A does there as well. Mogard up to that top side. These guys giving them everything they got and then some. It's been a phenomenal run here so far today. A few cautions out here, but racing pretty good up in the front. And that's what you ask for here, as that number 8 of Downing really pushing. We got a battle back here between Matthew Baker and Kyle McCoy. McCoy up to that top side in the 7. Trying to work his way around the 421. Still holding off the 23A. The 5 goes in front of the 7. The 7 immediately pulls back down to the low side. Very close call there. Look at that 7 machine. He's going to make it on by. Now the 51. Dylan Blankenship. He finds a little room, and he is going to put it there. What a move by that 51 machine of Blankenship to try to make it happen here. Can he get around the 5 safely? Put that rear bumper out ahead. Brilliant move to get yourself there. Now you got to capitalize on that situation. You got the 21 of Ross Tatum now, giving you a little push. Gets around. The 21 does there as well. We got the 22 of Randy Cornwell. He's coming up through the field. He is not on the lead lap, however. So Cornwell not for position here, as he is way back there. Not sure what happened to the 22. Must have got involved in one of those incidents there. Put him a lap or 2 back. Pushing, he's got fresh tires. That's what you see, that Baker and Cornwell conversation. That's what that was. Now Ken Campbell down to the low side of the 51 machine. Dylan Blankenship putting himself up into the top 10. Doing a phenomenal job here. Can he keep it up? He rides that top side. She's gonna love it, isn't she? She's gonna love it. He is. I bet you he was. She's gonna agree with it. He is the Herman Monster. That's what she'll say. I bet. I don't know, Kyla, but I bet she's gonna agree with me on that. I've got a sneaking suspicion. Look at the battle here between Batman and Robin. That's Austin Anderson and Ross Tatum. I'm not going to... You guys choose who's Batman, who's Robin in that situation. Mogard going to let Randy Cornwell by. You can see a huge difference in those tires here. Really catching those guys through the corner. Machine, he's still pushing out. He's got a half-second lead at the moment over Ross Tatum. Looks like that lead is starting to chip away as Tatum catches there quick. And he hits the low side of the 8 machine now, that mainly money pit. Custom junk. Number 8 down into second place. We got a new leader here now. Ross Tatum. And that Coca-Cola 21. Ross, I got a dew right now. Got a Mountain Dew. I like to spread the love with the sodas. 21 now just pulling away. Pulling away. Getting it done. Let's see what else we got cooking through the field. Wheezy to the low side of Tyler Gentry. And now he's up to that 51 machine of Dylan Blankenship. That is for position. They're side by side. Let's see if Jay Wheezy can get around him. He does. Wheezy now looking at Baker. The 007, he's trying to get around. He's trying to get it done. We got 40 laps left here. Baker, you can tell these tires are going off. He said, man, I'm not trying to block you, I promise. And I've been there. I've seen that when you start to, whoa, baby. When you start to push up there and those tires start to wear off. You really do. Sometimes you got to know if the guy goes for a pass there late to that top side. It can be a little spooky. The 23A crosses over there. He says, I'm pitting now. And a very bold, quick maneuver to the pits. Not sure if he made it in there safely, but he is in the pits now. Go to Ken Campbell as he's trying to make a move on that 007. You got the 57 of Dan Stevens back there as well. He's cooking up a top 10. Can you smell what Dan is cooking? See if he can hold on to it. He's got Will Bustler up to his top side now. Those guys in 7th and 8th. After you see the good portion of that pack going into the pits. The Herman Monster is coming into the pits. Looks like Lamb is going to pit in. We had somebody else mic up. They're pitting in. So another round of stops looks to be coming. That Coca-Cola machine, he is fueled by Coke. And he is still out there with no signs of coming in just yet. 21 machine doing a great job out in the front. 35 laps remain here at Nashville Super Speedway with the Pricks of Pavement Cup Series. It's been a fantastic season so far. In tonight's race, just falling in line here is Ken Campbell into the pits. Brockton Packard out here. He's trying to reel some fellers in as he's sitting in 5th right now. Halfway through this green flag stops. Another battle of the yellow cars here. The 10 and the, I actually have him listed as 25. You could see the difference of fresh tires and the old ones. Those guys with the newer tires just able to peel through the corners there on that low side like you just saw. Gentry into the wall just a skosh, but that skosh was enough to slow him down. This man's up to 4th place. Let's see what he's got. We're going to let the 23A and the 8 machine on by. And that might help him get around the 20 if he could get down to that low side. But those tires, man, those tires are 8 up. 57 holding on to it as he has a gap of about 4.5 seconds. It looks between himself and Brockton Packard in 5th place. That 88 machine we were just watching. So we'll see if that 57 of Dan Stevens able to make a strategy call today and puts him here as he's keeping clean. He's got a couple beat up corners here and there, but overall it seems to be okay. Jonathan Howell, like I said, stay patient. He's up another 2 spots into that 6th place. Where you at, James? Where you at, Gino? He needs you cheering him on. He's sitting in 6th place right now, guys. Let him know you're out there still. Let him know you're watching. He needs some love. There's that F1 flyer. He's got a decent gap between himself and the 24 machine, that 00 on the screen there, of Taylor Gentry. So we'll see if he can hold that off as he looks to be closing in a little bit up to 5th now. As they pass the vehicle in the pits, he is catching that 88 machine with some gusto, catching him quickly. Downing able to get by Austin. He's good to go. Good to go. And Dan Stevens, he's up to 3rd place now. 88 machine riding the high side. The F1 flyer keeping that grip, acting like he's got some downforce. He thinks he's in an F1 car. Can he pull it off? He's going to have to pull behind the 88. He's going to make another run down to the low side again. Whose tires are going to hold up the longest through these corners. That's going to be who's going to take the place here, as they both get a decent exit there. Hallett just not smooth enough through that corner there. Let's see if he can pull it there. He gets a little too hot into the corner, and the 88, again, just seems to be a little smoother through the corners. Hallett able to pull at least some good exit speed there. Not let that 88 pull away too fast. He just needs to get back in that groove he had. And Ross Tatum still out in the front. KT says is a rough night. Kyle said you had a good night. That is not what Kyle says. The opposite, sir. Here comes the F1 flyer. He's down to the low side of Brockton Packard. And he's going to have to pull back up behind. Now the 7 machine, not for position, but definitely going to slow these guys down just a bit in their battle between each other. Really took Jonathan Hallett off of his marks here. Let's see if he does the same for the 88. You see a little slippage of the tires. And Hallett really sends it in there at this point. These guys are eating these tires up. At least that F1 flyer is, like I said, he is pushing it like he's got an F1 machine right now. You need to get in his head, Gino. You need to tell him, just calm down. You just got to relax. They're hoping for that late caution. That 88 machine really sets it high through the corner there. Hallett gets a good exit. In the lead now, your new leader, the 57 of Daniel Stevens. And it's time to take a look at the pit strategies here tonight. Let's see how it's looking. He's got 30 laps currently, so he's definitely going to have to bring it on down one more time, as it looks like 37 is about the farthest we have seen somebody go here at the moment, at least in this top 8. It's going to be a solid run here. He's hoping for a late caution. He's got his fingers crossed. Help me out. Help me out. What a run now by the 57, though, of Dan Stevens. He's got his eyes set on the finish. Can he make it there? Can he get the luck that he needs? He's running late on the strategy. Hoping for it. You don't want to be that caution, though. You don't want to be that caution. Ooh, baby. As Chris Kibbe, he comes out in front of the leader. He is going to put down the heat. He's got new tires, but got a little aero damage here. So, 57, it's probably fairly even when it comes to the speed between the two of those guys out in the front right now. Here comes the 04, non-4 position. Behind the 04 is the 88. That, however, is 4 position. The 04 going to take to the low side. The 57 has to slow up just a hair. Brockton Packard, he's on the, if not the, and there's a call for the 57. He's bringing it on down the line now with 20 laps to go. What a run by the 57. He's hoping to still get a little luck here, see what he can't bring in. And that is going to bring the 88 of Brockton Packard up to the front of this run now. 20 laps to go. And Brockton Packard is your new leader here tonight. Chris Downing closing on in. Packard, if he didn't hit the wall, he got as close as you can come without. Anderson and Downing sneaking up. About 7.5 seconds is the gap between the leader, the 88, and Downing will become the new leader. As the 88 of Brockton Packard brings it on down the line. Here comes your 8 machine, your new leader, Chris Downing. He's led here already today, but brings it back out in the front. Looks like Steven's going to fall to an 18th place now, as he does fall back a lap. Downing getting ahead there. The Herman Monster himself. He's tracking down Mr. Gentry ahead of him. Not for position, but to put him down. Here's Austin Anderson. Right now, does not have a sight on Downing until, whoa, baby! Gets a little loose on the exit of 2. You can see Downing through the straights, but in the corners, starting to lose them now as they'll hit the line here this time by. It's going to be 17 laps remaining. Seconds is the gap between the leader and the second place driver of the 23A, Austin Anderson. Anybody out there think the 23A can bring it in? Can he make it happen? Sure is going to be close. Ross Tatum, he's got an eye set on Mogard for the top 3. Let's follow that battle for a moment as this may unfold. Go back to the 21 machine there. You see the 421 right out ahead of him for that final podium spot with 15 to go at the line. See if he is able to make it happen and get out ahead of Jared Mogard. 421 going to stick to the top side. Look at that strategy difference now. Oh, Ross Tatum's got the tires. If he's got the time, see if he can get it up there. closing in quick here on Austin. You just don't want to burn them up. Going to give yourself some time to get that leader. There goes the 21 machine down to the low side on the 23A of Austin Anderson. Ross Tatum into second place now. Another battle between Batman and Robin sees the 21 into the front now. Of the two of them, he is now hunting down Mr. Downing in the front. Can he get to him? So that was from the front of Tatum. Here's from the rear of Downing. 11 laps to go. Next time by, I do apologize. Catching the 57 of Dan Stevens. Dan was actually able to get around him, so Dan may be pulling away, I should say. Those fresher tires. Out from the 57. See if the Herman Monster himself can bring it on down and finish this one off. As next time by, they will have 10 laps remaining. To go. Matthew Baker and that 5 machine still pushing here out in front of Ken Campbell. Dylan Blankenship trying to rifle on down that 007. Ken Campbell gets around Baker behind these guys. Working to at least. Now he puts that bumper out ahead. Ken Campbell out into the 7th place position. 2.70 is the difference between the 21 and the 8. With 8 to go here at the line. Does Ross Tatum have the speed? I think if I'm down and if I'm working with Dan, I'm saying, man, is there any way you get back behind me? And just let me put a buffer. I just need a buffer. Can you be my buffer? I'd be making deals with the devil. Seems like he got to that 2.7 quickly. But now, I don't know if he was trying to take a little heat out of the tires to make a final run at it. Maybe he missed a spot there, because now he's closing back in. Down and catching the backside of the 57. We'll see if Dan will let him on by or if he wants to stick on the lead lap, because he does have a car for position not too far ahead of him. He's going to let him go on by. Now that 57 is the buffer between himself and Ross Tatum. I should say the leader, Chris Downing, and the 21 of Tatum. Oh, no! Downing doesn't have the fuel to go. What a heartbreaker. Soul shaker. Love taker. You got best of. I don't know that one. I apologize. That was a bad go at that one. So Ross Tatum. He was catching him. Downing was saving. He gets that one on a silver platter. And with 4 laps to go, Tatum can make it. Let's see if these other guys shake up the field at all. Ken Campbell, he falls off. He was in there. Will Bustler now into the top 3. Let's take a look here at the strategy again. 21, 31. Jared Mogard's going to cut it close. Kyle McCoy is going to be close. Here goes Kyle McCoy, it looks like. So outside of that, I think these guys are going to be fairly set. But what a heartbreaker for that 8 machine of Downing. What an exciting run this has been here tonight. Ross Tatum trying to stick here behind these guys. He's got a 9-second gap. Got to be careful. Got to be careful with 2 to go here. The 57 of Stevens. Was that for position? It was. So pumps himself up into the top 10. And on the final lap, Ross Tatum takes the white flag. He's going to put the 57 of Dan Stevens a lap down. Dan's just got to worry about that car behind him, make sure he doesn't get around again. That is for position, a battle for 9th place. Daniel's begging him. Let me get that lap back. Not going to give it to him, though. Ross Tatum is your winner here today. Jared Mogard going to come across out of 4. He will cross the line in 2nd. And Will Bustler takes P3 here tonight. Let's go chat with them. Let's see what they got to say about this run here tonight. First run ever at Nashville Super Speedway and the Pricks of Pavement. Will Bustler, do you have a copy, sir? What a run that was. Congrats to yourself and pulling the right strategy and keeping it clean enough to get it up there. You did have a little incident early in this run. How'd you keep it safe and calm the rest of the way, man?
I don't know. I want to apologize to give you there. I thought I had the high side. I don't know what happened. But I just kind of followed the team with Misfits. So just kind of, kept steady, played it safe, stayed out of the way. Pulled off, P3, I'm pretty happy with that.
Absolutely, you got to be happy with the top 3. There's nothing wrong with that. It was a tough one here today. Was this your first run at this track?
Yeah, right before the race I bought it. So yeah, I had about an hour of practice. So I just kind of I wung it. Took some advice from KT and Ross and Woods and Randy and Brockton and kind of implemented that on the track. So it was overall it was a great team race, and congrats to Ross. He's killing it out there.
Congrats to you on a 3rd place here tonight. Will Bustler, who do you want to thank for getting it all done?
Of course, Checkers and Wreckers. Thank you for the great broadcast that you put on every week. I'm part of the NSRL, so everybody come out. We're looking for new supporters every race. I want to thank my wife. I want to thank the boys, KT, Ross, Woods, Brockton, Randy. Thanks for putting on a great league. I look forward to coming back next season and hopefully pick some more top 5s. Maybe get a win in there when Ross lets me. So
There you go. What a run, Will Bussler. Congrats to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night.
Absolutely. You as well, sir. We'll see what these other guys got to say about it here tonight. Whoa. We're going all over. We're going left. We're going right. I don't know where we're going. We'll figure it out here in just a moment. We got the wrong button there. Here we go. Enough moving around. Jared Mogard, you got a copy, sir.
I got you, buddy.
What a run there. You were consistent. You stayed up in the front most of that race. And it seemed at the end, that long green flag run really came down to fuel strategy, some tire wear, everything. Were you saving? Did you have anything left in the tank?
No, I ran out on the front stretch coming to the checker. So, no, I thought we'd go a little bit further than we could on fuel. So that kind of threw me for a loop, and I think it kind of threw everybody for a loop. But, yeah, we had a good run. Still trying to figure out this track. I don't have a real good grip on it, I don't feel like. But, to run up front, top two most of the race, and come home second is a pretty good night.
How does this track differ from, your normal mile and a half? Does it seem like each mile and a half, for the most part, you got your ones here and there that are fairly similar, but I would say for the most part, mile and a half seem to take on their own personality here. Would you agree with me here tonight, or is this track kind of similar to another that you can think of?
No, I mean, typically when you go to a mile and a half, you kind of know what you got to do to save your tires and keep your momentum and all them, different things. They vary obviously from track to track, but they're pretty much the same rough idea. And this track is weird. You get a lot of speed, and you really got to get on the brakes really, really hard, almost like a short track. And if you miss the line, it just shoves. So, it's a mile and a half track, but it definitely does not race like it. And like I said, I didn't feel very comfortable. I still feel like there's improvements that I can make on myself to be better here. But, like I said, to be able to run in the top three, we'll take it for sure. But it's definitely different.
Congrats to you for getting it done here in second place. Jared Mogard in the 421. Who do you want to thank for making it all happen?
I thank Dennis Zach Racing, Bennett Burger Central, Auto Power Computers, Watching Go Graphics, Tricky Reports, all the boys at Borderline for letting me wheel their car again on Sundays, and Randy and John and everybody for putting on the league, and you for doing the broadcast, and congrats to Ross on the dub, and we'll be back next week.
Thank you so much, Jared Mogard. Congrats on a second place finish.
Appreciate it.
We'll move to the winner now, the Coca-Cola Employee of the Month, Ross Tatum. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? How's
Another
it going?
great run there. You giving the engineer a little extra tonight?
I think so. I'm going to give the crew chief a little bit extra because that was a good strategy call for me right there.
What did you have that idea going on into this race, or is that a game time decision? What goes through your head to make that call?
It was like a last minute decision. I've been lucky to luck into a lot of wins this year, so I've got plenty of playoff points, so I can just kind of do whatever on strategy, and it paid off tonight. After all the cautions at the beginning, I wasn't really expecting it to go caution free the rest of the way, but it did. So I was really saving a set of tires in case, we got a late caution, because tonight tires were pretty much everything, because the track was so tight. The setup was so tight. It was tire management all night.
Absolutely there. And that's something you mentioned is we've heard it multiple times now is I'm in the playoffs. I've got a guaranteed spot. So I'm able to make these decisions, but it's paid off for you. Do you look at that future run in the playoffs and say, you know what? Maybe I keep that same mentality. Maybe I keep kind of risking it here. Do you kind of fall back into that kind of safe mode, if you will, to get through the playoffs?
I don't know. I don't really know how the playoff points work. I think they carry over each round. So right now I'd have like 35 or something. So I think it'll allow me to be a little bit more aggressive than I would normally be. I mean, really on the track, I know I have a lot of wins, but I'm not exactly dominating these races. You know, Jared Mogard and Chris Downen and all those guys are really the ones leading all the laps and dominating. I'm just kind of coming in at the last minute with strategy calls and this and that and just getting lucky here at the end. So if I keep doing that in the playoffs, it'll work out. Really, the main goal is just to make it to Phoenix. I mean, that's a really good track for me. So I just want to make it there so I have a chance to win the championship.
And that's what it comes down to now. You get to risk it all. Ross Tatum, your winner here tonight, your first winner at Nashville Super Speedway here with the Pricks of Pavement. Ross, who do you want to thank for making it all happen, sir?
Well, I think you know the main answer, but Coca-Cola for paying the bills, as always. Then Checkers and Wreckers, love the broadcast, man. I was watching past 2 races this week when I was working out, so that was entertaining. Let's see, I got to thank my teammates, KT. KT is painting my car for the Firecracker 400. I signed up for that with the All-Star Race money, so somehow I got into it, made the top 88, so he's painting my car. Might have to throw some Checkers and Wreckers on there so everybody can see it. And then got to thank Jonathan, Randy, Will with a great run tonight. So just a whole league, fun night. Hate this track. Hope we never race here again.
What a run it was, Ross. Congrats to you. And it's going to be exciting coming down. You hope you don't have Kevin Harvick syndrome.
That's right. Oh, well, unless I need points and I spin out with, green, white checkered at Talladega.
Well, fair enough. What a run, Ross. Congrats to you. And also, happy Father's Day, sir.
Appreciate it. You too, man.
What a run it was here tonight. Congrats to everybody out there. I shouldn't say congrats to everybody out there. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Again, that's all we got for you here tonight from CWTV, BWSPORTS1.com. You guys are the best. We appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for coming out here each and every night and sharing this beautiful stage with me.